Tomorrow is World Mental Health Day, which is celebrated every year on the 10th of October. The day is observed to raise awareness on mental health issues around the world and to mobilize efforts in support of mental health. We are now joined by Gail Masondo from Life and Recovery Coach to talk about their mental wellness initiative called Free Your Mind. Very good morning to you, Gail. The issue of mental health is so important because if it is ignored, it tends to have a domino effect, negative effect even, on all aspects of your life. Why is World Mental Health Day so important?
It's so important because you just mentioned that it has a triggering. It's almost like, when we're not well, emotionally or mentally or spiritually, that leaks into every part of our lives. And the people who suffer the most are the people who are around us, those who love us, our friends, our family, our co-workers. So it's really important to get in touch with what is it that you're thinking about? What is your self-talk? What are the traumas that you have experienced in life that you have not really taken stock of? And, mental health is so vital for us being able to do what we're supposed to do on a daily basis.
So on the 31st of October, Gail, you'll be embarking on a Free Your Mind initiative. Tell me a little bit about what that is.
Well, I'm excited about it because this is an organization where a young woman has decided, Vanessa, that it's an opportunity to bring women together and have dialogue about what mental and emotional health really is. There's what we call, Michelle Obama has coined it now, called the low-grade depression. Those are those days where the sun is shining, but it's not shining in your world. Those are days where you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well. There are contributing factors to, there are different degrees of mental health. But on the 31st, that weekend, we really want to look at how to become holistically sound. So when there are certain triggers that come into your world, you're able to identify. I'm feeling blue. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling, I'm feeling dark. We kind of sometimes use those kind of words. But we want to know why. It's not the what so much, but it's the why. Why do we feel the way we feel? Why are we thinking about what we're thinking about? And so it's an amazing initiative to come together and not have a pity party, but to be able to say, here are some of the things that are affecting me as a person, as a woman, but what can I do to change the narrative in my own head first before I start to change it in someone else's?
So what are some of the tools and coping mechanisms, Gail, that one could learn at this retreat?
Self-talk is so important, isn't it? We can talk ourselves into or out of anything. And so our self-talk, we have to really be very careful about what we're saying, what we're listening to. Your previous host talked about 21 days. And what's so interesting in the world of psychology, it takes 21 days to make a habit. So we want to be able to look at things as we're talking about taking your life back. If you have dealt with unfinished business, and all of us have unfinished business in our lives, meaning there has been childhood trauma we may not have dealt with, whether that be the bully on the school playground. You'd be surprised how many adults are suffering because we didn't deal with that bully. And we find ourselves being bullied the rest of our lives, actually. We in this pandemic of COVID, we have lost loved ones. We have lost friends. We have lost work. We have lost relationships. And we've lost a sense of ourselves, a sense of identity. And so we want to be able to, COVID for many of us was traumatizing. Yet on the flip side of that coin, there should have been lessons that we gained as well. And as a life and recovery coach and also as a chaplain, there's also the spiritual side of being reconnected to your creator and finding yourself. We tend to compare ourselves, particularly as women. We compare ourselves with photoshopped copies. We're always trying to think that the next person has more than we have. But we want to be able to sit down and look and say, what can cause me to be comfortable with myself, to be happy in my, I don't want to use the word happy because happy is so, it changes with the weather.
Yeah.
But to be satisfied with who God has created me to be.
All right. Thank you very much, Gail Masondo. All the best with the Free Your Mind initiative as we look ahead to World Mental Health Awareness Day.